Welcome back. We are Sollinda Capital Management. Ryan, Mumy, Justin Greenhill. This is your latest advisor tip video. And in this one, we're covering building a multi-generational advisory practice. That's a hot button issue, but many folks aren't doing it despite their clients aging, despite the statistics that most advisors lose upwards of 80% of their clients when they pass away. And so again, how do we help our advisor partners execute on a plan to create a multi-generational planning practice?
Big, important topic. Huge wealth transfer. Baby boomers that have accumulated wealth over many decades now during a pretty prosperous time in the US are looking to hand that wealth over in some form or fashion over the years to come to Gen Z, or excuse me, Gen X and then millennials. So we've got children of the original asset owner and we've got the grandchildren making their own financial decisions. And as we've talked about in some of our other mediums, those decisions are often motivated by different things. They've got different inputs. It can just be kind of a categorically different relationship. So being able to get in front of that is important.
Some of the common barriers, right? Why are you not getting in front of it is back to we've done these videos on practice management, right? Is you don't have time, you don't have a process, you don't have a system in place on how to reach out. You don't have technology, you don't have the service model, you don't have the partners. And that's what we try to overcome, is to create strategies for our advisor partners to eliminate some of those barriers, right? Is Sollinda Family Office comes to mind. We have an attorney on staff that can help bridge the gap. Even if you just need her to pop in on the Zoom and talk about it or answer some questions you might have, that's available, helping you have the dialogue to set up a family meeting, right? Get the next generation involved and sell it not as a negative, but as a positive. Creating a legacy is something we try to encourage our advisor partners to do. Be the quarterback of creating a family legacy, because that's a big deal to many folks. And then the life stage planning and understanding the differences Justin mentioned in the demographics, right? The goals, the fears of the parents or grandparents are going to be vastly different than the kids and grandkids. You understanding that and being able to address both matters, but that's where the partnership comes in. Is oftentimes advisors want to do this, but they don't do it because they don't know what to do, or they don't have the time to do it, and they certainly don't have the partnership model to get some help. And that's what we can do with marketing, communication, strategies, and systems in place to how you get in front of this with clients, as well as the resources that, we've done this before. Let us help you learn how to do it and put a system in place so you don't leak those assets out the door. And this is not thinking next quarter or next year. It's thinking, what do you want your practice to be in a decade or 2 decades? And positioning yourself as that, family quarterback or the legacy or something along those lines really puts you in a position to continue serving that family and that asset base for a long period of time. But in closing, multi-generational planning is critical. If you want to have a thriving long-term financial advisory practice, you've got to have systems built into your practice on how you're going to accomplish this. From the moment you bring a client on, you're thinking about, how do I serve this family for multi-generations? But anyways, we hope that helped you, and we'll see you next time.